Honey, I was thinking maybe we could go on a trip tomorrow, like camping. Olivia, my wife, suddenly draped herself over my arm, a complete flip from her usual icy demeanor. I stared at her, thrown by this unexpected warmth. In the 4 years we'd been married, Olivia had always kept me at arm's length. If I suggested a vacation, she'd claim she was a homebody, only to turn around and hit the beach with her old college buddy, Mark. If I tried staying home to keep her company, she'd complain about needing personal space and tell me to leave her alone. Even intimacy was rare. She always seemed resistant. That's why we still didn't have kids. I'd always chalked it up to her personality, figuring enough care and affection would eventually thaw her out. So, when Olivia excitedly suggested this trip, I agreed without a second thought. I even called my best friend, Chris, practically bragging that I'd finally melted her frozen heart. But seeing me lost in thought, she instantly pulled her arm away, her face hardening. What? You don't want to go? The flash of disgust in her eyes hit me like a ton of bricks. I finally got it. She was completely fed up with me. I'd love to go, I said carefully, but your parents just got here. We can't just leave them. Her parents had arrived a few days earlier, supposedly to see how their daughter was doing. Oh, don't worry about us, my mother-in-law chimed in, bustling in from the other room. If Liv wants to go, you two should go. We'll still be here when you get back. Her eagerness felt suspicious, like she knew about the fake death plan all along. I nodded slowly. All right then, I'll run to the grocery store, grab some things for you guys. Sorry to leave you hanging for a couple of days, but we'll treat you to a nice dinner when we get back. Relief washed over both their faces as I agreed. Downstairs, I didn't head straight for the grocery store. First, I swung by an electronics shop and bought a tiny body camera, clipping it discreetly onto my hiking backpack. Then I called Chris. He's a big shot investigative reporter. Be near Eagle Crest Pass tomorrow morning, I told him. Trust me, there's a huge story breaking. He sounded skeptical but agreed to be there. Next stop, the pharmacy. I picked up some prescribed stomach medicine and some strong sleeping pills. When I got back from the grocery run, I found them all laughing and chatting cozily. The moment they saw me, the smiles vanished. I ignored it. Mom, Dad, got all the groceries. I'll prep some meals for you now, so you'll have food ready for tomorrow and the day after. My father-in-law, who'd made a bit of money in some small business years ago, always spoke with an air of superiority. Now, Leo, he started, remember no MSG when you cook. Plenty of vinegar, though. And make sure those greens are cooked until they're mush. His wife elbowed him lightly. I don't really care for your cooking, Leo, she added, trying to sound polite. Always seems a bit off, but I suppose we'll manage while you're gone. I swallowed my irritation and cooked anyway, making sure to label everything carefully. Mom, I said, pointing, this is for tomorrow, this is for the day after. Don't mix them up. Some of this stuff spoils quickly, I added pointedly. Could give you an upset stomach if you eat it on the wrong day. At the mention of stomach trouble, my father-in-law grumbled some more, but thankfully, he seemed to register which food was for which day. We hit the road early the next morning. I deliberately oversalted the breakfast I made. Olivia, driving, started complaining almost immediately. Can't you do anything right, Leo? Even making breakfast, way too much salt. No wonder Dad says your cooking sucks. I calmly handed her an open bottle of water. Sorry about that, honey. Here, drink some water. She gulped down half the bottle and handed it back. Hey, the mountain road up ahead gets tricky, I offered. Want me to take over driving? She stiffened instantly, suddenly defensive. No, I'm fine. I feel like driving today. I just nodded. Any lingering shred of hope I had for her, for us, finally dissolved. We pulled into a rest stop halfway up. She told me to go dump the trash while she stayed in the car, making a call. I walked a good distance away, then switched on the listening device I'd planted earlier. Okay, listen. Her voice came through, sharp and businesslike. Be ready at Eagle Crest Pass. Splash plenty of fake blood around. Make it look convincing. Got it. Pause. And put that fake rock prop right in the middle of the road. I'll drive straight into it. Make sure you get good photos. Another pause. Don't worry, you'll get paid well once this is done. Silence, then another call. Mark? Hey, it's happening soon. We'll finally be together. Did you remind your uncle to get that death certificate ready? Just hand it directly to the guy who comes with me. Leo. Pause. Yeah, the cremation place is all set. Someone's waiting to handle things on that end. Another pause, her voice turning syrupy sweet. Mark, baby, we're almost there. God, if it wasn't for that settlement money that idiot got, I would never have wasted my time on him. In the previous timeline, right after her death, Mark had shown up with a bogus IOU for $10 million he claimed she owed him. Drowning in guilt and egged on by her parents, I'd sold my house and handed over every penny I had. God, I was such a fool back then. I waited until she hung up, then walked back to the car. She held out an already opened carton of milk. Here, she said, trying to sound considerate. Drink this. You barely touched your breakfast. Don't want you getting hungry on the road. I took the milk and, under her watchful, expectant gaze, drank the whole thing. Joke's on her. I was the one who packed the car. I'd swapped her doctored milk with a perfectly normal 1 hour ago. I sent a quick text to Chris, Eagle Crest Pass. Get ready. If you see anyone suspicious setting something up, film them them discreetly, then call the cops. With everything in motion, a strange calm settled over me. Still, looking at the woman I'd loved or thought I loved for so many years, knowing how this would end, a flicker of regret, maybe pity, sparked inside me. I just watched her quietly for a moment. She noticed my gaze and recoiled. "God, stop looking at me like that," she snapped, her voice dripping with disdain. "It's disgusting, like you've never seen a woman before. Honestly, Leo, you're just pathetic. No ambition. I genuinely can't stand you. After I got that settlement money, all I wanted was to relax, enjoy life, spend time with family." But in her eyes, that translated to pathetic. My gaze turned cold. "Then why did you marry me, Olivia? If you didn't love me, why stay with me?" "Because you wouldn't leave me alone," she spat back, clinging like some pathetic lost puppy. "I only stuck around because I felt sorry for you." "Felt sorry for me, right?" "Sure, I pursued her hard, dropped a fortune doing it, expensive bags, designer clothes, fancy dinners at places I couldn't really afford. She never said no, never even hinted she wasn't interested. Now I was the pathetic one." I let out a long sigh, picking up the water bottle I'd given her earlier. It was nearly empty.